Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. It's our NFL Draft Prospect Special today. Today we're going to be highlighting Mr. Terrell Lewis, outside linebacker of the University of Alabama. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and join me, my special guest. He's the head football coach of Mount Zion High School here in the Atlanta metro area. And he's very talented and he knows all about football. My man, Mr. Kevin Jones. How you doing, Coach?
Great to see you. Great to see you.
You ready to talk about Terrell Lewis?
Absolutely. Defense is my thing.
Yes, sir. One more time, if you like the video today, please come in and share it as we break down Terrell Lewis, outside linebacker, University of Alabama. Okay, Coach, what do you like about this young man and why he's going to be a high draft pick in the 2020 NFL Draft?
Well, listen, here's the special upside about Terrell. First of all, coming off of a knee injury that he came and had a great year. That's normally not how it goes for a defensive player when you talk about defensive side of the ball, change of direction, burst, and things of that nature. Because you have to get back in the comfortable running around on the football field. He did an amazing job. 6'5", 255 pounds, small waisted, but his burst. He's got his first three steps are exceptional. Those are the things that for him, especially being long-armed, he did a great job of creating space when he engaged in blocks. And then I like him a lot as an outside rusher because he's so long. He used that to his advantage, which was super considering he was coming off of, he had a year where he didn't play. So he had to really get back into the flow of things, which for him, it means a lot because you're playing in the SEC against the greatest players in college football. And he stood out. So I think he has an amazing upside. I think that he's not going to stay 255 pounds for long. Usually in the NFL, they get bigger. They don't get smaller. Mm-hmm. But here's the great thing about him. To me, he is a defensive end in the NFL. And why is because he has great length. He has great change of direction. And he has a knack for playing off the edge in space. And it would be great for him so that he didn't have to worry about dropping in coverage if he had to play outside linebacker. So me as a defensive guy, I like him better as a defensive end. I think he's going to go high in the draft. I think he's a first rounder. And I think the essential part to remember for all the guys thinking about drafting him is he's coming back from an injury and he did exceptional work in the SEC.
I know that, to me personally, Coach, he's only played 26 games. You mentioned his ACL injury. But people who know me here at 100 Yards of Football, they know my linkage is that I judge you on how you play in big games. And all I know, I'm going to go back when he was a sophomore, 2018 National Championship game. He had 7 tackles against Georgia. But, man, he gave Andrew Thomas some trouble. Andrew Thomas will be a top 5 pick, right?
That's right.
He gave Andrew Thomas some problems. And then let's go back to when LSU played Alabama this year. Joe Burrow did throw for 393 yards. But the audience, all I'm going to say is go look at the game film. There was one player on that Alabama defense that was bringing it that day and putting pressure on him. And his 2 words, Terrell Lewis, 7 tackles in that game. He had a half a sack. Then I'm going to go to his recent game film. When he went to the Senior Bowl, and they did them individual drills, and he had 255, and how he handled them offensive tackles, they're supposed to be high draft picks like Josh Jones of Houston, handled him. Charlie Heck out of North Carolina, pretty good football player, handled him on the bull rush. Then the other young man from Wake Forest, I can't think his name, Mr. Harrion, one-on-one, to me, outside Javon Kinlaw doing that Senior Bowl practices that week, they were the 2 best players there, hands down. To me, if I'm a gentleman, to you, Coach, and to the people out there, don't judge his injuries. To me, this guy's got talent like Dwight Freeney. I'm going to throw another name out to you, Bruce Irvin. And then I'm going to go back in law school because I'm going to say this. To me, he's got the stature, the body like Dexter Manley. Women, when he played with the Washington Redskins, Dexter Manley first year he was covering punts.
That's right.
And then what happened when he got with Charles Mann and how did that Redskin defense do in the 80s?
Awesome.
He was a terror off the end.
Yeah.
Final words about Mr. Lewis.
I think that he's going to be great in the NFL. I think his upside is tremendous. I think that he has a great uncanny ability to pop people with those long arms. He has strong hands. And a lot of times you don't see that with most kids coming out in the draft. They either do one or the other well. I think that Terrell Lewis does both well. I think that he's going to have an exceptional career. And I think those first 3 steps, that burst of his, same one you talk about against those people in Senior Bowl, is going to land him in the top 15 in the draft.
If you liked the video today, please come in and share it. I'm Vincent Turner. Joining me today is a very special, talented young man, and please watch out for him because he's coming at you. I'm not going to say where his career is going, but I'd love to have him on the show today, and he was special. Mr. Kevin Jones, head football coach at Mount Zion High School. Enjoy the video and have a happy Valentine's Day. We are 100 Yards of Football.